So it's been a little bit and I've got to go make a delivery. So join me on this delivery for these 450 shirts that I had to do. That I got to do, I should say. Not that I had to do. It's for a good cause. You know, they're a nonprofit that I've worked for for a long time. And 450 shirts front and back is a lot, especially for one person. I did have some help. Thank you, KG. But let's talk about it. So we're leaving the office here on our way to the Periwinkle Foundation, which I was talking about earlier. Great Houston-based small nonprofit. They've been around for over 35 years. Go check them out. They've got a lot of cool events, so go check them out. But today is about just talking about the last couple of weeks, because I haven't done any YouTube videos, even though I said I was gonna keep doing them. And it's really, you know, it's tough. You know, I don't want to complain that, you know, you own your own business and you have a shop and people are doing this out of their house, and I get it. You know, I've always wanted my own place, and it took me a couple years to do it. This is like my third time trying to start this, just because I forgot something and then settings were off on my camera or in my car. But here we go again. So the life of a solopreneur, it can be tough, even though I have, you know, people helping me like KG that helps me out when she's not working herself, and I have, you know, friends and family that'll come and help when needed. But you know, it's tough. You know, I've been wanting to do, you know, videos and stay consistent, but this job, I don't know if you can see these boxes back here. You know, it's a 450 piece order, and it was front and back. So in my head, I count that as 900 pieces, because I have to load the shirt in 900 times to fulfill this order. It's a lot. And it's, you know, it's a colorful design, so I couldn't screen print it. It was on a white shirt, so it's perfect for DTG, but that quantity is not perfect for DTG. DTG is good for, you know, small batches, or, you know, maybe up to 50. I've done, you know, of course, when this is the only thing that you can do, you don't have, you know, access to screen printing stuff, and this is the only thing you can do, you know, even if it's on a dark shirt. You know, you'll do 100, you'll do 450 if it's at the right price of, you know, it's in your range of what you're wanting to do. So I get that, and I've expressed in a couple of videos or on my social media that, you know, it's slow right now. You know, it's a grind, and there are things that I'm worried about. You know, just because. Yeah, you know, things like this get me by, pays the rent, you know, helps me with my bills. I have, you know, other big projects that are in the works. I have, you know, my steady pop-up clients that, you know, they're doing their markets, and so, you know, they're ordering stuff and they're doing their thing that allows me to do my thing. And, you know, that's keeping me going. But I set out on a challenge of 75, and that was, you know, to do $75 every day for 75 days, and I haven't done it. And I blame myself because I haven't been able to promote it. And I haven't been able to promote it because, yeah, I should have stacked, you know, some of these videos up so I could have those days where it was too busy or I was too tired and I could have just posted it. That's on me. And now that I've completed this project, because this is done, I'm able to get into the grind of my daily activities of, you know, the smaller batches of, you know, things that I need to do, my orders, you know, my clients' orders and whatnot. And that opens up that time where I can record stuff, or I'm thinking about it a little bit more, where I can record, you know, little videos here and there, and I can get those out. And you know, I while I enjoy this, which was, you know, it was well needed, to have a big order like that. It really took a toll on my back, for one. It's just hunched over, just doing all those shirts. And then two, just the mental kind of drain. It's nothing against them. It's just, the entire day is just devoted to that, because it's a lot of shirts. And, the machine can only go so quickly. It's not, I can't change that. And, I'm old. I need a break. So it was kind of that balancing of, okay, let me do 24 shirts, take a 15-minute break, and go back, so my back doesn't hurt, or so I can keep going the next day. Or there's a couple of days I wanted to push a little bit harder, but I could feel that little twinge in my back, and so I needed to take that break, make sure I rested up. But I'm getting back into it. This is part of it. And, I know I ramble on. I know this might be a boring video, but it's helping me. It's helping me talk things out. It's helping me, update myself, try to get my mind right, try to get refocused. Today was pretty much like the first day in at least a week that I looked at my watch when I woke up, because it's a Garmin. I look at my sleep stats and whatnot, and my body, what is it called? It's called a body battery, and it just measures the stress levels and different things to give a kind of estimate on your body battery. And it was low. I mean, it was very, very low. And then even with a good night's rest, I still couldn't get it up. And today was like the first day I got it back up to the 90s. It's on a scale of 0 to 100, I guess. And it was the first day that I kind of woke up kind of refreshed. I felt fine. I felt good, and I was ready to tackle the day. I know that I had to do this travel to deliver this order, but I wasn't in a rush. Even though I got up early and got to the office early and got started early, I wasn't in that panic or that rush of I need to get so many shirts done this day, because I had everything calculated out. I wanted to be sure I stayed on track. They gave me an extra day just in case, but they initially wanted it today, and I'm delivering it today. And that was the goal. That way, because I have other things. I have, things that are due tomorrow actually, and UPS was delayed, and I don't blame them. I don't blame UPS. UPS was supposed to deliver yesterday. They didn't deliver it. I don't know what happened. Sometimes it's a new person, and they're a little bit slower than the usual guy. So I get it. But we adapt. We pivot and we adapt. And there are some things that I have in stock that I can work on. So that's what I'm working on. And videos, I recorded. I actually thought about it, and I started, kind of doing some videos, recording some content. And so that's how it is. So that's it. I just wanted to give you that update. I want to try to just do some of these, little vlogs, daily vlogs, show what's going on in the shop. It might get repetitive. It might get, a little bit boring. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I can, shoot it in a nice way or edit it in a nice way to make sure everything looks good and keeps attention, because trust me, I do the same thing. So I appreciate it. Thank you for following. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the the prayers and the comments and the likes and the subscribes. Thank you. All right. I'll see you on the next one.